Hey guys, it's Regund here, and today we're gonna tame the Yutyrannus, and I'm also gonna tell you something about the abilities. So let's start with the taming stats. So first of all, you see we need plenty of narcotics, especially on a high level one, we need tons of them. On the food, I would recommend using extraordinary kibble. If you don't have the kibble, I would say raw mutton or raw prime meat. Everything below this, like you can use normal meat, but the efficiency is pretty bad, so I wouldn't recommend this on such a hard tame. It can be carried by a rhino, no other dino. It spawns on all maps except Aberration and the mobile version. And the difficulty, I would say, is 4 out of 5 points. And yeah, let's start. So the first and probably easiest strategy is to build a small 3x3 trap. Why do we build 3x3? Because the Yutyrannus is mostly spawning with some carnos. And yeah, you need a bigger area for this one. So just make sure to build this 3x3. Let's build it also 3 high here. So there we go. Don't forget the ramps. And now we need to find a UT. So there we have one. Just make sure to get aggro. I would also probably recommend using... oh wait, I'm gonna explain it to you later. There we go. He already buffed the Carnos. Now we have to be quick and careful, because you see the UT is already running around here and hitting us. Just make sure to get him now in somehow, because otherwise it can get difficult here. Is he in? I'm not quite sure right now. No, he's not. So now we got aggro again. And now we have to lure him into the trap. Oh, he's catching the Kairuka there right now. So now we have aggro. Just run now. And let's get him into the trap now. This time. There we go. And now he's inside of the trap with the Carnos. Now you can get rid of the Carnos if you don't want to tame them, obviously. So this is probably the biggest or the hardest thing about the UT. That he spawns with his Carnos. And this is pretty annoying, since you have to get rid of them or lure him with them into the trap. But now you can just start knocking him out. And since one of the last updates, you can also, this is probably currently the easiest strategy, just go ahead and grab the Yutyrannus with a rhino and drop him into a tame box, like we've probably already built. Obviously, I messed up right now. Let me give it another try here. So there we go. And the Carnos, you can... yeah, now you can probably just go ahead and grab the Carnos and drop them into the water if they are still chasing the UT, and get rid of them. So you see they are chasing us now. Just lure them away or kill them or do whatever you want. But now we can just grab the UT, bring him into our base, and doesn't have these annoying Carnos. And obviously he can't scare you away on a rhino. That what will happen on most of the other dinos. For example, in Agent Tavus, he will get confused if the UT starts screaming. And another strategy, if you already got rid of the Carnos, you can just use a net gun. This works only if you have like a very low level or a super strong gun, because like you see how many narcotics you need. You won't get them into the UT in time if you just have a too high one or a bad weapon. And another strategy, if you have bear traps, you can place like tons of them. By the way, you also have to get rid of the Carnos first if you're gonna use the bear trap strategy. I wouldn't recommend this, by the way. But now you can just lure him from bear trap to bear trap and get him stuck all over again. You can also combine the strategy with a net gun or something. So you just net gun him, lure him into traps until the cooldown is up again. So this would also work. Another strategy could be to use high ground. I pillared up here for 5 pillars now. But you already see the problem with this strategy. The UT is gonna run away. Potentially you could use this strategy to kill off all of the Carnos before you start using net guns or something. But yeah, I would potentially not recommend this strategy. Only probably if the UT is stuck on a cliff or something and you are on top of the cliff and you know he can't run away. Then this strategy could be worth trying. So let's start talking about the abilities. First of all, on the crouch button, you can use this raw here, and then you see your dinos getting buffed, and the damage is gonna increase by 25%, and they're also gonna take 20% less damage from enemies. So a pretty strong buff, especially for boss fights. That's why Yutyrannus are often used in boss fights. So another strategy, if you're in situations like that, and you can press the crouch button, and you see that there's a bar above the Carno's head, and it's filling up, and now you see they start getting friendly with you after you rawed with the crouch button. So now they won't attack you anymore. You also can't attack them, at least on my server now, on my settings here not. And now they are friendly and they won't attack you anymore. You won't use this skill very often. It's nice to know just in case you will be in a situation where you have some enemy Carnos attacking you and you're about to die like me here in this situation. But normally you don't need this very often, but it's nice to know and a pretty useful skill sometimes. Then we also have this debuff here, this raw, and you see dinos will start running away from your UT and they will also get weaker. The incoming damage there will be increased by 50%, and also the outcoming damage by them, so if they attack you, is decreased by 50%. Let's test it with the Rhino here. You see he starts attacking us now, but he's getting tons of damage. And yeah, he's dealing us almost no damage. So it's a very, very, very strong skill, especially if you attack with multiple dinos. Also very important to know, it's not working on every dino. So for example, it won't work on Gigas or anything, or Rhinos. Like you've seen, the raw hasn't confused my Rhinos, so we were able to pick up the Yutyrannus with the Rhino. So very important to know. But the skill itself is very, very strong, and some smaller dinos or medium-sized dinos will start fleeing or running away from the Yutyrannus. So that's already the end of the video with this amazing dino. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next video. Bye!